Every product you touch, every device you use, every resource a nation depends on passes through a global supply chain that seems too vast and complex to be controlled. But investigators discovered that the world's logistics are not as decentralized as they appear. Behind ports, ships, warehouses, freight companies, and distribution hubs lies a concentrated structure of ownership controlled by elite networks that shape global trade with silent precision. The supply chain is not chaotic, it is orchestrated. During global disruptions, researchers noticed that certain companies and financial groups never suffered losses while everyone else did. Their shipments arrived on time. Their freight rates stayed stable. Their contracts remained untouched. Their supply routes remained open. The world struggled. They advanced. Patterns like these are not coincidences. They are signals. A handful of shipping conglomerates control the majority of the world's container movement. These companies operate mega fleets, private ports, exclusive shipping lanes, global scheduling networks, and real-time ocean tracking systems. Their alliances set prices for nearly every industry: technology, energy, food, manufacturing, medicine. Control the ships, and you control the world. Most ports appear national, but the operating rights often belong to private corporations or sovereign wealth funds from foreign nations. These entities control terminal access, cargo priority, customs throughput, pricing authority, storage allocation, and long-term infrastructure planning. Port control equals gatekeeping. Nothing enters or leaves without permission. Modern supply chains rely on massive warehouse clusters controlled by a small number of global logistics corporations. They manage automated distribution hubs, cold storage for food and medicine, industrial complexes, crisis overflow zones, and last-mile command centers. These warehouses determine which products are available and which quietly disappear from shelves worldwide. Storage is power. Behind supply chain dominance lie control networks that manage the extraction and distribution of raw materials. Elite groups influence mining routes, rare earth mineral flows, metal futures, oil transport chains, agricultural output channels, and timber and resource quotas. When raw materials are controlled, entire industries become dependent on elite-managed gates. Dependency ensures leverage. Supply chains today are not managed manually. They are governed by AI-driven systems with predictive models that forecast demand, scarcity, purchasing trends, geopolitical risk, and weather disruptions. These systems allow elite groups to reposition assets before crises occur, giving them an unbeatable advantage over traditional competitors. Prediction becomes dominance. A silent trend began decades ago. Private equity firms acquiring logistics companies across the world. They bought freight forwarders, trucking giants, maritime insurers, aviation cargo networks, warehouse portfolios, and rail operators. Ownership became consolidated behind holding companies that rarely appear in public reports. Logistics became financialized. Trade became centralized. Elite networks use strategic choke points to influence global markets. Narrow straits, exclusive canals, pipeline intersections, rail corridors, digital freight platforms, and air cargo hubs. Whoever controls these choke points can accelerate or halt entire sectors of the global economy. Power through bottlenecks. Analysts who attempted to map elite logistics control encountered predictable barriers. Ownership obscured. subsidiaries renamed, contracts sealed, corporate registries redacted, international regulations bypassed, data harvested but never shared. Supply chains remain opaque by design, not by accident. Why target supply chains? Because controlling logistics means controlling markets, nations, resources, industries, consumer behavior, crisis responses, and geopolitical leverage. If you control the movement of goods, you control the world. Are global supply chains truly decentralized or quietly organized by elite networks? Is scarcity a natural consequence or a strategic tool? Does trade respond to demand or to decisions made inside boardrooms far from public oversight? The truth isn't on the shipping labels. It's in the ownership structures behind them. If you're ready to uncover the next layer of global control, subscribe to the Hidden Codex and tell us what you believe drives the world's supply chains.